Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to do a trade entry, and when a buy signal says buy, I'm going to explain it to you and what it means and how you should actually enter a trade. Alright, so let me think here. Alright, so first, let's just say you get a buy signal. Alright, let's think here. Alright, so just say for this one, you get a buy signal October 7th at 11:30. There's a buy signal. So you're not going to buy on this candle. You're not even going to start to buy until it's on this candle. All right, right here, so you have confirmation. All right. Then you're going to want to go to your trading platform. Hold on, let me just privacy. All right, so once you're at your trading platform, you're going to want it to go to the piece of data, the piece of, what's it called? Basically, what stock you're using the robot on. I like to use Helsinki She candles, and basically you're going to use the MACD strategy, but the more volatile MACD strategy, so you're going to be buying when the line crosses again to just get at a good price. Alright, so what you're going to do if you're on Thinkorswim, copy these settings, get the MACD, get the VWAP, and boom, all of a sudden you have this. I recommend that you hit studies and then you save it, but as you can see right here, some people don't do that. So let's just say that today was that day that there's a buy signal, which there was. Actually, let's use that day. Let's use today. Sorry. All right. So on October 27th at 8:30, at 8 o'clock, there was a buy signal, but it didn't go off. It didn't tell you to get confirmation at 8:30. So what's 8:30? 8:30. Well, actually, that's a really, really good place to buy. Yeah, so this is why I didn't want to use that example, because look, it's so perfect. So you get the buy signal, it drops off a little bit. So you get the buy signal, it shows up around 8 o'clock. That 8 o'clock candle, around 8:30, it has literally bottomed out. At 8:30, like, oh my gosh, well, so the MACD strategy is basically, you have your 15 or 20 or something SMA line that you tuned, and for day trading practically, and you're basically just looking for the best point to get in. So all of a sudden you have all these candles. See, so the Helsinki She candles help you identify direction. Boom, red, 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 red. You get a green, green gets rejected, red, green, green. It's 8:31. Now you're finally looking at it. Well, you're like, oh my gosh. Well, this crosses right here, so you can see there's an up arrow. And there's an up arrow back here, which means that cross, which means you're going to buy somewhere around right here. So around 133, 30.59, or so I'm just going to do the average. So that's what you would be doing right now. That's what you would have bought at, somewhere on this very candle right here. So you're using the MACD strategy to get in at a good price. And then once you're done with that, you don't have to do anything else. So let's just say there was a sell signal today, which there was, even though there was no sell signal. For me, I like to use a show forecast, show support resistance, show AI data. So once those all turn on, boom, you can see the forecast. So we bought at 8:30, as you see. Then it came up here, and since this is how I do it, since that there is a resistance below this basically this confirmation line, I like to call it, we would have sold at around, not this candle, but this candle for confirmation at 11 o'clock. So let's go see what it's looking like at 11 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock, man, that's pretty far. Okay, so that's 11 o'clock. Now we're trying to sell at the very, very best price. So 11 o'clock is when the final order comes through. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait a few minutes until it stops its uptrend. So right here. So that was a pretty big candle. But as you can see, hold on, let me just, okay, so we bought at like 33.50. 59, or that's the worst, but if we got at like a decent price, let's just right there. So we took an average trade of 1.4% on that one. All right, so as you can see right here, crossed the first SMA line and we got in at a good price. All right, so that one we'd be out and we're good, and we basically made profit off of that. Now, let's just say, so there isn't a shown sell signal, but there will be. Now it boosted up after hours, and now it's down in after hours, actually. So that was a good sell. Now, if it opens up tomorrow morning, there's going to be another buy signal telling you to buy. All right? So I'm going to go back to like right here. So as you can see, October 16th at 7:30, there was a buy signal, but all of it was really, really, really crap through these two. So like day trading wise, I didn't even take this trade. Like I didn't. Zero. I lost zero amount of money because look there was a buy signal, but I didn't see a way to get in. I didn't see a way to get in. I didn't see a way to get in. Then a resistance formed, and once I saw a place to get in, there was a resistance right there, and the first candle was touching it. So what I was gonna do was I was gonna wait, but I didn't. So I didn't even trade this trade, which would have been a loss. But that's the importance of it. So that's how I take a trade. Now, how most normal people take a trade is they look for the buy signals. So they buy on the buy and they sell on the sell. So what this is a number. Now, since you're using Helsinki Ishi candles, I highly recommend you go into here, you go to here, and you go slippage. I recommend you go about 50 ticks. And that is it's not, I mean, I actually recommend 25. Now, you're around 80% profitable. That is the number. That's basically how it should be. So you're around 80% profitable, and that's how it should be pretty much. But just keep it on zero if you're tuning it, but just subtract 10% profitable every single time you're taking a calculation, especially in the first month, because you're not going to get real accuracy unless you do that. So it's around 83.75% profitable. So not every single trade, but 8 out of 10 trades. Like that one, that averaged out. I didn't even take that trade. So it's still really, really quite good. All right. So I actually would have sold today around that price. 135. I showed you, all right? But that's how I take a trade. Now you don't have to do the same thing. You don't have to do the same thing. You can have your own set of rules. You can turn on your extra ATR indicator. And that's good and dandy. It's good and dandy, all right? So there is a second way to do it. And it's basically to go into TradingView, go into Trade Entry, and you have all your shit right here. You have your Project Aurora, and basically you're going to want to tune it to be a day trading robot, basically. So I have it set up like this. So let's just say, where's 8:30? So 8 o'clock, 8:30. Let's see what's going on this morning. What happened? All right, so when did I buy? Wait, UTC 6? Okay. So what happened? So we bought around 8:30 our time, my time. And then if we go around 8:30, wait, we're on SQQ. Sorry. If we went around 8:30, you can see that there's another buy signal, except we bought at 8:32. Now let's look up here. 8:30 we actually bought at around 8:31. So we'd get in 1 minute before we actually would if you do it manually, but if you do it like regularly, that's where you would buy. And then it's the same thing on the sells. So if we were selling today, I would wait for the next sell signal. So when did we sell? We sold here. So that's at 11:11. Where's 11:11? 11. So look we actually would have not made as much money there because it was 11:13 when it told us to sell, and then we would have sold at 11:14. But with manually doing it, we did it around 11. So start of that candle, but it was actually more up there. So let's just say that you want more sell signals. Well, you can tune it to have more sell signals. Just tune this down. 2.2, let's see what's going on. All right, so now it's at 11:11. 1.8, let's see. All right, now we're going to tune this higher, and we're going to go to highs, and we're going to see if we can get it. Oh, nope, that took it, reversed it. So let's go lows. Let's see what goes on. Those are more manualized. 1.6, let's see what's going on here. Alright, so let's actually tune this to around 400. 400, let's see what's going on. 1.5, and let's have a show extra cell signal for the ATR. Because we want as many cell signals as possible, we're just trying to get the best price possible. Actually, I'm going to turn off the cell points for a second and just try to tune this ATR better. So 0.4. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot more cell signals. Let's go 1.6. 1.6. Alright, so cell points, and those are on. I like to tune it. I just tuned it to like that. Now I have a few more options here. I don't want to use any of them. I'm going to turn off forecast. I'm going to turn off all of that. So as you can see, we actually would have sold at 11:10 if we were instead of this. So you can tune the robot to basically whatever. So at 11:10, you actually got the downtrend signal, but then over here, you have a cell signal, so that's better. So do it as you want to. Doesn't really matter. You just have to get in at a good price. You have to exit at a good price, and that's the way I like to do it. So as you can see right there, yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, robot does good. That's how I enter a trade. Shoot, sorry, I can't get it to give me like a full screen. All right. Well, thanks for watching. That's how you're supposed to tune. That's how you're supposed to tune the entry trading robots, and how I personally enter a trade. And yeah, pretty much it's just that. So, thank you very much. See you later.